Hello, this is Mark with the Evolution of Warfare Special Edition, Mr. President. I am so excited about this game. I know that I'm behind on a lot of things. I've got several projects going. I have a Pacific War that I'm moving over to Tabletop Simulator. I've got next war that I'm working on a flip book for to make it a little easier to work through the rules. I've got the standard and the advanced, so the standard rules and the advanced rules for that. 7 days to the Rhine. I've got the tabletop simulator module done. I've got to work on the flip book for that, and then trying to think. There's just some other things that I get working on, and then get distracted, and then this shows up on my doorstep. Mr. President, a game I played in 2019 at the GMT West game weekend, and I played a very rudimentary version of this game. It looked completely different than this. Some of the tracks and everything were different, and so this is the final version. I actually had recorded kind of working through the sandbox setup, so I didn't have my microphone connected, and then my daughter called me. Yeah. So that all got derailed, and I found out that I recorded video but no audio. So I've got that fixed. So what I decided to do, I'm doing the scenario, and we're going to do playthrough on this. But I'm doing the George W. Bush first term and second term. I'm going to do that if I can be reelected, and this game has that process in it, looking at the accomplishments. But we're going to set this up we're going to modify the sandbox setup for the 2001 scenario. And so if I go up here, I guess I could take you on a little tour. Of course, I own the game, so I scanned all of the. Again, if you're not familiar with this game, a ton of charts. There's a nice flip book, which again is what I'm trying to do with these other games that I'm kind of behind. This is an exceptional one that takes you through. Is a very, very simple game to work through. It looks like it's very, very complicated, but it does tell you where to go and what to do as you're going through it. So we got some China stuff over here, Russia, ally and rogue state actions, world charts, as these countries do. The board itself is massive, and at home it does fit on my table. The length of this map board, I have to use another space for some chairs or whatever to hold the counters. But what you have here is you have some international stuff. You've got turn sequence down here. Again, let me show this to you again. So it's nice about tabletop simulators. You can zoom in and out like this. And we're going to be starting here. And each of these phases are the years of your presidency. So obviously 4. We're dealing with, this is turn 1, which is going to be year 1, 2001. And in the scenario, and I'll show this to you in a minute, this is right after George W. Bush, right after the September 11th attacks on, so it's kind of showing the world at the time. And we've also added another complexity to this. There's strategic capabilities, nuclear missile tracks, these crisis deck cards, we've got them all seated and set up according to the core sandbox setup. The cabinet. So I've got I have business friendly and likable. I guess you could say that about George W. Bush. +1 is a die roll modifier. +3 public approval, per turn. So those will go up in a second. +1 improve. Oh, economic per turn. So that's going to make those changes happen. We'll do that, I think, when we get set up. Over here on this side is the international situation by region. And you can see there are 2 wars that are going on. The second war is an optional war against ISIS in the Middle East. And then, of course, the war against the Taliban. I guess I need to make this consistent here. There we go. So we have 2 wars that are going on with our forces arrayed. Pretty cool stuff all together. So again, I'm looking forward to playing this game and getting it going. So let's bring up the... come up here. Oh, before I do, let me... I'm going to save this. And we're going to call this... sandbox, and then we'll save it as so I want to have the ability to start the sandbox scenario without having to do all of that business. But all right, so let's go up here and make the appropriate changes to the 2001 scenario. So here's President Bush. I can hear you, the rest of the world can hear you, and the people who knock down all these buildings will hear all of us soon. So this is right after the speech when he goes to Congress. Of course, this quote here is on the rubble. Victory conditions. This is what we'll look for at the end round of year 4. Prior to the end turn, this will determine if I get reelected. And there's a way to resolve your reelection. And then you get 4, so that's good. So we'll be working through these hopefully 8 years, which will be a great thing. So what we have done already is use the core sandbox scenario setup. We've done all of that. And then we're going to go up here and we are going to change everything based upon what this says. So starting turn 1, so let's go over here to the turn marker. Again, I really like the turn sequence. There we go. So there's turn 1. All right. Any 3 current U.S. action marker, any 3 actions of the 3rd activation phase. So this is, how do I want to do this? I guess for the scenario we have to. So, okay, all right. So this is the 3rd activation phase. So this is normally you would start here. You would go down and, do all of these things with the exception. You'd start here with Russia or China acts, but it's pushing us into the fall, which would make sense because of September 11th. And any 3 actions, okay, of the 3rd activation phase. So obviously, September 11th has just happened, and you could darn well be sure that we are going to be going after Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. We're going to be prosecuting, for sure, war number 1 over here with what we have in place. And so we'll be doing a lot of this kind of focus off the bat. We're going to be normal difficulties, so they are telling us 2 presidential attributes, which we have. If I did it easier, it'd be 3. Action points. So this is the currency of the game, and so action points are going to be 15, and then I gained 2, I think, from. Oh yes, I gained, and there's an awesome chief of staff, Andy Card, who was a very good chief of staff, We get 2 additional action points, as you can see in the blue here at the start of the turn. So we are bumped up to 17. We got plenty of coin in the bank to, see, that's 10 plus 7. So there we go there. Let's see. Control of Congress is split party control, which is where we have it, and that's historical. Okay, and that is that particular box. Then we've done the thing for POTUS. Flip the Secretary of Defense to the veterans side, and that is going to be this Krista Halston. So these are, we chose these randomly. You pick 3. Well, this one you just picked 1, and this is your vice president. We happen to be blessed. We got an additional action, and then they have a 1. Let's see, what is this? Oh, the numbers are, I think, domestic, diplomatic, and then military. Our Secretary of Defense, it says to flip over, and you'll notice then that the 3 1s went to 1, 2, and 2. I think there are dice roll modifiers that are involved. Okay, party relations, 8 on the party relations track. So let's go over here. Party relations. Where's my party relations track? Okay, oh, this is good. We are going to start with at the 8, which is going to give us up to 6 friends max, which is pretty cool. Right now we have 2, and that helps us with passing bills and such. But we are in very good shape with our party, that type of thing. Okay, for sections 3 through 8, referring to the core scenario, setup is not needed. Domestic. I think I went ahead and did this, but we'll go ahead and make these changes. You can see the differences between the starting, like the sandbox game, which is just a general type of game. So here we start out with 40%. So this is historical, right after, oh man, maxed out public approval. And again, he was very popular going up to New York. Remarkable speech to the joint session of Congress, mobilized the nation for war. So you see that there. Presidential prestige is at 6, so that's where it's at. That's what it was to start the sandbox game. The state of the economy. Now, obviously, this is going to be 5 recovery because of 9/11, and then it's saying plus worsening economy counter. So now I got to find that counter. Okay, let me go over here. These are some of the, okay, I think it's over here. Worsening, anti-US, focused, oh, it's got to be along here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Worsening economy. That's it. Plus a worsening economy counter. So we're going to drag this over. And this is going to be representing the effects of 9/11 on the U.S. economy. Okay. World opinion of U.S. Oh, that's over here. So now we go to here. Is a 7. So that gives us a -2 dice roll modifier. That's what those are. So this is just the sympathy after 9/11. Relations with Congress is by part 8. That's awesome. Media relations. George Bush always had great. Until after Iraq, he had very good media relations, especially initially. The Homeland Security, of course, drops to a 4 because of the fear of terrorist groups in the United States. Domestic crisis. I think this goes up here to here. Oh yeah. Yeah, 2. So we need to work on the domestic front as well. And lingering domestic issues is at 2. All right, so that's that. Moving to the next page, Congress. Okay, so let's get over here to look at the Congress. Split party control. Public priority. Okay, this is where we went in and we made some changes. Whoops. That's scenario 2. Okay. Okay, we're on page 15. Where we made some priorities. I guess we need to make some changes back here. Okay, Homeland Security is going to change. So if it's not on here, we'll pull. We'll pull. Oops, sorry, my clock's going off. We'll pull that out, and we're of course, we're going to switch Homeland Security and Social Security there to match that. So I need to go over here. Public priority. And we're looking at Homeland Security. Oops. I'm going to have to delete this. So these are the other ones. Homeland Security because of not the 9/11, obviously the 9/11 attacks. So that bumped to what we did have. So let's get this back up. Again, I hope this is meaningful. I think everything, all the videos that have been on, that I've seen on YouTube for this has been the sandbox scenario. So I think this is the first video for that. All right. Administration, Homeland Security, 1 and 2 of your choice. And then there's a campaign promise. Place 2 friends and 2 opponents. We did that. Initial bipartisan cooperation. And 1 right of conciliatory. And that's because of 9/11 for sure. Do not factor in initial moderates and radicals at start. Okay. So those will stay there. CONUS. So let's go over here. See what we have. 1 U.S. Army Heavy. One U.S. Light. CONUS. Oh, okay. 1 heavy over here. Okay, yeah, that pulls from that box. So here we go. Oops. What is going on here? Okay. Well, I'm not able to put them. Okay, we'll put that there. 1 U.S. Army Heavy, 1 U.S. Light. So I'm going to go back over here and pull a light. And this is, I'm sure, for mobilization. Okay. 1 USMC, 1 carrier, 1 Spec Ops, and 1 Intel. And then that changed that over. And then there's some other bills that we'll be able to do. All right, next we go over to the world here. India, China. Oh, okay, conflict track. So this is the conflict tracks, which are down here. India, China at start. Status and strength are at start. Okay. India, Pakistan is at start. Russia, NATO, status 1. Strength +2 NATO. Okay, interesting. Russia, Ukraine, status 1. Oh, because that's that conflict at that particular point in history. Okay, that's interesting. And then equal, relative strength. Okay, China, Japan at start. And relative strength is +1 Japan. Okay, DPRK, this is the Korea problem. Both of them are at start places. Israel, Iran is 1. And +2 Israel. And there we go. Israel and neighbors is going to be a 2, and the at start for Israel and neighbors. The Gulf states and Saudi Arabia is at a 1. Iran is equal, so that goes down there. And U.S. Iran at start and +4 U.S. Boom! Strategic capabilities. All right, we go up here. And Air Force's training tech. U.S. is at 3. China and Russia at 1. Okay. Ground forces. U.S. is at 3. And they're both at 1. Naval forces, 3. And they're both at 1. Oops. Keep this somewhat consistent. Cyber warfare is non-applicable. No cyber attacks. So what we are going to do is we're going to just pop this over here. I could move it back over, but we'll leave it here by the chart. So there are no cyber attacks. So that's interesting. Okay. Space warfare. 3 for the U.S. 1 and 1. Oh, this was back in time, so the United States was in a much better. So it looks like it's 3 1 1s on all of these. Okay. And intelligence gathering. Okay. Russia. Go over here to Russia. Interesting stuff. Okay, state of economy is 4. All right. Stagnation. Posture is 1. Tensions are 1, not 2. So what we'll, let's see, 1 through 5, the one on the left, I did randomly. Let's just roll this. The one on the right, we'll put that away. I had it set up for the sandbox game. We'll drop this, whoops. All right. And shuffle that back in. Okay, 1 tension and 3 pro-US. Wait. Oh, there we go. So that's that. And then China. Oh, that's Trump. That's not George W. Bush. 5. Friends and partners. Postures 1. Tensions are 1. And stagnation on the economy. Nuclear missile tracks. Go back over here. All right. North Korea is at 1. Again, we are going back in time, and Iran is 1. Okay. Now we'll go to the different zones. We're going to start with Eurozone and make sure we're at 7. Regional alignment and pro-U.S. training. Stability is at 6. Regional crisis is at 1. State of economy is at 5. Allies, both of these are very close, NATO and UK. There is terror. Okay. So Eurozone, 1 level 2, 1 level, 1 level 2 terror group into the Eurozone. Okay. 1 USAF, 1 US Army Light, and a heavy. So we have to go over here and get a light. Oh, yeah, no. Drop a light in there. Eurozone, so US Army Light and 1 heavy. And then in the med, we have a carrier and a USMC. Go back over here. Whoops. And we're going to grab a transit. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay. It's in transit. So pull this back over here. Flip it. Boy, this could take a long time on the board to set up. Oops. All right. This did take, it's about a 40-minute video I had for the setup, and I was pretty much done, but oh well. All right, Eastern Europe. Regional alignment is a 5. And stability is at 5. Regional crisis at 1. An unstable state. Interesting. Oops. We have an unstable state in Eastern Europe. A level 1 terror group and a level 2 terror group. Okay, well that changes that. Next page, next region, the Middle East. Going over here, Middle East. All right, regional alignment is 5, that's correct. And it's anti-US. And then stability is 4. So I guess that's where we had it at. We'll put it back. Trending, all right. Stability is 4. Regional crises is 2. Israel's very close with 2 tensions. So we need to bring another tension over. Okay. One times Iranian influence. I guess the Russian influence leaves. Sandbox game, the Russian influence is there. Where? Oh, there it is. But we do have Iranian influence. Where is that at? It says one Iranian info. Oh, here it is. That's by Israel. Okay. And then estranged. So the Gulf states and Saudi Arabia is estranged. And I know that that marker is right. Where did I see it? Oh, here it is. Flip that. All right, is estranged with one tension. Okay. Iran's rogue state box. That gets removed. U.S. unilateral. Whoops. On Iran. Okay. Unstable state. There's one. So we'll go back up here. I guess I should have not put these things out. Okay. Level 3 terrorist group. Oh, a level 2. 1, 2, 1, 1. I think I could probably delete those, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing. And we got a level 3 Middle East on the targeted. Okay, that's good. We can get rid of that really bad one. 1 and 2. So we got all the terror groups there. A level 3 on the track, a 2 and a 1, and then 1 USAF, 1 Spec Ops, and 1 Intel. So the USMC goes back over here. Okay. Focused national intelligence. Okay. That goes, that's right down here. All right. So I think I've got everything on that chart. Okay. Now we go down to Africa. All right. 5 is the regional alignment. 4 is stability, right? 2 regional crises. Good. That drops that down. 1 China influence. 1 unstable state. 1 civil war. 1 level 3 group. And then a level 2. That's not good. Level 3s are not good. So we have China influence. Okay, I think that's, with none of these guys. Oh, I guess they go back, actually, I think to the United States. Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll just pull. Maybe it's in a different location. And where did I put that other one? Oh well. Okay, we can always make a clone if I may have lost one. Okay, because so there's no U.S. forces in Africa. All right, Central South Asia. Ooh, what a mess. Okay, we do have a war there. Okay, regional is 5, but no trending anti-US. Okay. Central South Asia. Okay, stabilities 4. Regional M is 5. Regional crises is 2. China influence is 1. Russian influence is gone. Pop that there. Oh, actually, no, that's not correct. We are in Central South Asia. There is that. Allies, India is estranged. So we go back over here and find is estranged with 1 tension. Unstable state 1, but no rogue. We've got to be at war. There's got to be a rogue. Okay, there it is, rogue state. Okay, 1 level 3 terror group. A level 3 terror group. A level 2 and a level 1. Okay, a 1 times level 2 rogue state. Yeah, there's level 2 with war number 1 counter. Okay, U.S. military units. That's where that other Marine went. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So that's where the Marine went. 1 USMC, 1 U.S. Army Light. Okay, we got that. 1 Air Force, 1 Spec Ops, 1 Intel, and then the other Focused National Intelligence is going to be here. So there's that one. Surprise, surprise. Okay, I think we're good. So now we go to Asia and the Pacific. Oof. All right. 6 with Pro. Stability is 6. Alignment is 6. All right. Regional crises is 1. Okay. China influence is 1. Allies Japan is very close. The Republic of Korea is very close with 1 tension. Australia is very close. North Korea, U.S. unilateral. Okay, so the UN sanction gets removed. And we put down unilateral there we go. 1 tension, unstable state. Which I'm guessing is going to be unstable state. Terror groups, level 2 and a level 1. U.S. Army Heavy, 1 USMC, a USAF, Intel, and a carrier. So we need to go, where was the, there we go, Intel Advisor. Oh, there's my Spec Ops guy. Okay, this is going to be down here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Indian Ocean are 2 carriers. Okay. In the Indian Ocean. Okay. Then we go to Central and South America, and that should finish us up or get us pretty close to being done. Regional alignment is 5. Stability is 4. Regional crises is 2. Unstable state is 1. We do get a civil war in Central America. Unstable state, a 1 and 1, a level 2 and a level 1 terror group, okay, and then 1 Spec Ops, but not an Intel Advisor. Interesting, so we'll put him up over there. Maybe in South America. Oh, yeah, we have another Intel down there. All right, so we have Spec Ops under U.S. forces, and we're done with that. South America, 5. Regional stability is 4. Regional crises is 1. China influence is 1. An unstable state, we have 1. We have another civil war in South America. One level 1 terror group, and then our little intel guy. Come on. So there we have that in South America. CONUS, Canada, is very close. But we have, so here's, yes, right after 9/11, we have level 2 and a level 1. So we have some, we have some pretty big issues going on in, well, heck. They didn't, they didn't do their, put all the little blocks up here or for ability for me to drop stuff in. All right, so that's that page. Wars. Okay, so we have 2 wars going on, I think. We could, we could drop. So we need to follow the. Yeah. I'm going to pull that second war out. Conflict status. And conflict type. And then we will flip that 3. War with ISIS will 4. And then we got, all right. So set up war. So let's go down here and take a look at this. We have stalemate in the status of the conflict. Conflict type combined error. Yep. Place a U.S. at war counter. Place a Taliban at war. 2 regional 2s and a 6 strength. Okay. Oh, now we got to go in and remove the following crisis card from the game. That's what I should have done. But I'm telling you, okay. I'm just going to leave the cards in. Oh, I guess this would be the historical. Oh, I see. Golly, I'd have to pull all those out. I'm going to leave the cards in. What the heck. All right. Special rules. Start October 20, 2001. Place the current U.S. action counter on any 3 actions, which we did. No cyber attacks. 2 counters for national, which they're already out. POTUS cabinet focus, which we did. Draw 2 goodwill counters randomly for use later. Goodwill counters. What are those? Oh, UN goodwill. We'll just set those out here. Okay. Place Russia and China active counters on their respective countries. Oh, that's yeah. Oh, because that would have we would have already done that. Yeah. Got it. Russia active, China active. Okay, during end of turn cleanup, do not place a trending anti-US counter on Russia and China's. Okay, so we don't do that. Trending anti-US counter, and then we start with the first three. Wow. So that's scenario one. So we are ready to go. Other than the card decks, I've already got them already split up. So I guess it would be as you'd face it. But I like I want to do the randomness. This is my game. I'm going to do the randomness. There's probably not going to be much value, but at least you have the setup now. If you don't want to follow along, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and save this game. Go back here, go to Mr. President, and then we're going to save the game, and we're going to call it 2001 scenario. And then random cards. So I could go in and I could try to, again, set it up the way I want. All right. So we are ready to go. The game is ready to start. Tomorrow I will record and start this game off and get going on it. Thank you for joining me, and I'm going to go ahead and end this now.